What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so it's been a hot minute since we did a how to build video, and actually I'm quite a bit behind on this unit since this man did in fact release 32 days ago, about a month ago, just over, but we're going to jump right into it. I've had the thumbnail ready for a little while, not me specifically, but my guy had it made up for me, but I just had a little bit of stuff going on with the move and everything that I kind of told you guys about during the hero stuff. But let's just jump right into it. So this is called Tide Turning Superpower Gohan Kid / Piccolo. You probably heard Rex in the background barking. He is a Planet Namek Saga or Bond of Master and Disciple key 4 HP attack and defense 150 across the board. Super attack is Wild Rush Blaster, raises attack and defense, causes colossal damage to enemy. So he stacks attack and defense infinitely in this state at the 12th key. Ultra Super Attack is Full Power Masenko, which massively raises attack and defense for one turn and just causes mega colossal damage to enemies. So realistically, he just buffs himself by 100% to attack and defense on that 18 key super, but continuously stacks on his 12 key, which is really good actually. So now down to his passive skill, Deadly Showdown on Planet Namek. Attack and defense of 200% start a turn, plus additional attack of 150% when performing a super attack, key +3, and reduces damage received by 30%. And chance of performing a crit by 30%, and launches an additional attack as a high chance of becoming a super attack from 3 turns from the character's entry turn. So right there he's got guaranteed damage reduction, which is really good for the first 3 turns, 30% crit chance, which is really good for the first 3 turns, and launches an additional attack which has a 50% chance of becoming a super attack. So it's 50-50 when he's super, if he gets a secondary super there. And then he gets an additional key 3, it reduces damage received by 30% and chance of a crit by 30% as the first attacker in a turn. So that gives him a 60% crit chance if you have him in slot 1 within the first 3 turns, plus key 3 and reduces damage received by an additional 20% and chance of performing crits plus 20% when there's another Planet Namek Saga or Namekian's category ally attacking in the same turn, and recovers 20% HP at the end of turn. So with everything said and done, this man has an 80% chance to crit and an 80% damage reduction in slot 1 on a Planet Namek Saga team. So realistically, you do not need to build him at all with crits in his passive. That is right then and there. You can see that off the rip. There is no need to build with crits. He exchanges with another character, can be active with an HP of 7% or less starting from the 4th turn of the start of battle or starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle. So if you're below 7% HP, you can do it from the 4th turn. If you're above 70, you have to wait till the 6th turn. His links are pretty good. He actually links pretty well with the Beast Gohan, and that you can kind of run them together, but they don't fit on the dual Planet Namek Saga team. So like if you're really looking to run them on a Planet Namek Saga team, which you probably are, to really capitalize on that, or if you run him side by side with, like, let's say a Piccolo, you might be able to run him with a Namekian's, like a Bond of Master and Disciple kind of category. You could probably get away with. His 200% leaders are Beast Gohan, the Gohan Youth, the Ultimate Gohan, the Vegeta, the Gohan and Piccolo, which this one would be a pretty good partner for him as well, and the Kid Goku from the Path to Power. He transforms into Piccolo, Tide Turning Superpower, same thing. His 12 key is Hell Zone Plunge, raises attack and defense, and then causes colossal damage to enemy. Just stacks infinitely. So realistically, you really want to stack those first few turns with the Gohan, so when you transform into him, he's a lot stronger. Ultra Super Attack, Feel the Pain of the Namekians, massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy. So again, same as the Gohan prior, massively raises by 100% to attack and defense, and then on the 12 key, it's a stacking super. Passive skill, Piccolo, late to the battle, so pretty much calling Piccolo out. Key +8, attack and defense of 250%, plus an additional attack of 150% when performing a super attack. Reduces damage received by 50% at all times. Has a high chance of performing a crit, so 50%. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, so guaranteed additional, but 70% chance to be a crit, or a super attack, so that's pretty good right there. Key +4, and launches an additional super attack starting from the turn in which the character receives an attack, so you're guaranteed an additional super. When HP is 70% or more at the start of turn, and an additional damage reduction of 20%, and superclass allies defense +70%. Okay, so if you have 70% HP or higher, he gets 20% damage reduction on top of the 50, so it's a 70% damage reduction built in, which is really, really good. When HP is 70% less at start of turn, evades enemies' attacks including super attack within the turn once only, and from the character's next attacking turn onward, high chance of evading enemies' attack. So he gets a 50% dodge if you're below 70% health, and then guaranteed if you're below 50% health. He dodges 1 and then gets a 50%. But if you're above 70, you get damage reduction. So, I mean, he kind of really covers all his bases. He's got the crit, he's got the built-in additionals, he's got the dodge, he's got the damage reduction. And he recovers 25% HP at the end of turn. This Piccolo is actually a really, really good unit. And like I said, he fits on the Gohan team really, really nicely. So you could run him alongside probably this Piccolo, because I know these guys do share Bond of Master and Disciple categories, so they would work really well together. As well as probably the Namek Piccolo as well. If this guy ever gets an easy A, he'd be fantastic, because he's a Namek support. And this Piccolo as well, you could probably fit him on the team. But, so, let's go back and look at the Gohan, and then look at the Piccolo separately, and see how we would really build them. How I see them being built, when I start off, is definitely additional dodge. Like, no question, additional dodge right off the rip. That's the only way you need to build these two. There's really no question to it. So, for what I'm going to say is for the... Mine's only 55%, so I don't have the additional paths open. But mine is a 4 additional, 5 crit, because he's TEQ, so he's got built-in crit, and 2 into dodge, because I didn't have much to give him as a 55% unit. But what I am going to recommend as a person that would build this guy if I had him at 100%, I'm going to go... Let me see really quick. I'm going to say go 6 additional. This is without the hidden potential, or skill orb, I'm sorry. 6 additional, and probably 15 dodge, everything else. Do not put anything into crit, because like I said, he's got that level 5 built in from being a TEQ type unit, and the way his passive is built, he's a high chance to hit crit. So 6 additional, 5 crit, 15 dodge, and then same thing as always. Across the board from left to right in bronze, silver, and gold skill orbs, I'm going to say additional dodge, and additional dodge, if you really want to go with the same style that I'm going with. But there you guys have it. That is how I would build the Gohan and Piccolo unit that has been out for a little bit, and I'm just a way bit behind. But realistically, that's how I'm going to build mine when I do get him 100%. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.